What's up, YouTube? Coming live stream with you guys today. Also, I'm trying something different where I go live on my Facebook at the same time. So, like, I'm doing like this dual thing. Plus, I even have one more camera set up right here. Plus, we got my man Noah doing some stuff here, so he might be in the background. So if you guys, obviously one of the things you guys have heard me talking about lately is I'm on this mission to 10x, obviously my subscribers, 10x the engagement, and really get the message out of my mission, creating massive value, empowering to action, and obviously inviting you guys to share the message. So you guys are hopping on. Stevie, thanks for hopping on. Do me a favor and shut that door real quick. Sweet, man. Appreciate that. So what we're going to do is, if you're on my YouTube stream, that's just barely kicking in and people start getting on, you can ask questions there. But also if you're on the Facebook Live, go ahead and put questions there. Give me some reactions, Stevie. I think you just did some thumbs up, and do me a favor and click that share button. So the topic of today is obviously financial freedom, cash flow management. The number one thing that people are missing inside of their personal finances and their business finances. So we're going to talk about that. And a lot of the things that I'm personally hearing recently, how this relates to, for those of you guys that are real estate agents, small business owners, or just people that want to grow their finances, is there's one major disease going around right now, and that is simply the fact of the lack of having a financial freedom management system. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about success habits. Recently, I was just interviewed on a Burn and Learn program. I can't remember what it was called, but people were asking me questions about how do you get so disciplined with success. And the reality is, it's not about discipline. It's like getting out of the story. So we're going to talk about that, and then hopping into the action. And then finally, we're going to talk real estate stuff. So if you guys are on, I need you guys to do a couple things, because this is going to be an interactive Q&A today. Write your questions in the live chat as I start going. Tyler, thanks for hopping on, my man. Appreciate you. We got Jordan on here as well. Let's see if we can do this as well. I always forget to click this share button. Click the share button for me too. So currently, you guys know I have an 8-week training course going on, Financial Freedom Nation, where we are dissecting business owners' cash flow management. We're dissecting personal individuals' financial cash flow management. And it's very interesting to me what I'm finding out with this is that 90%, see, I did an application process for people to join the program, and 90% of the people that are in it, they lack this one thing that my CPA, who does a lot of small business owners' taxes, he says this is the number one thing that people lack if they're going to be successful or not with their finances throughout their life is to have that cash flow management in place. What I found out is that 90% of the applicants in our program didn't have one before they started, and of the 10% that did have one, they're checking it less than one time per month. Usually it's like 1 to 2 times maybe per quarter, which this is a financial disaster. So I'm going to share with you guys just some basic things that you've got to know and understand is when money flows into your accounts, okay, it's going to flow into you as the person that is managing it, and you got to look at yourself as a money manager. Like your part-time business, which is really a full-time business at the same time, is managing your cash flow. Okay, number one is managing your cash flow. So write that down. And go ahead and click in the below. How many of you guys have a cash flow system set up currently? Put yes if you do, and put no if you don't, and put I don't know even if you don't know what a cash flow management system is. Okay, so a cash flow management system is how you funnel your money out as it comes into you. Okay, so there's 7 different ways. Write that down. 7 different ways where you manage your cash flow. Okay, number one, which I believe is the most important, is your financial freedom. Okay, you must have an account where you pay yourself first, where when you get money in, whether it's from your job at work for the government or a corporation or employer, or if you have your own business and you create cash, you've got to be able to pay yourself first so that your money works hard for you. So that's what your financial freedom account is, okay? Robert says no, he does not have a cash flow system, which is very normal. Robert, most people do not have a cash flow system. That's why I started Financial Freedom Nation, because I'm on a mission to help people get that, right? Number two, most important account to be able to flow into, in my opinion, in my experience, is what I call your financial freedom education. This is where you get to invest in things you're excited about, in investing in your financial management. That could be stocks, it could be real estate, it could be commodities, it could be business, it could be learning how to do social media, it could be learning so many things. But the rule that I see people break when they want to go from being average or below average with their money and their financial freedom is they don't seek to learn first, right? So write that down. Seek to learn first before you just start making investments, right? Like, step one, invest inside of your financial freedom. Step two, invest in learning about your financial freedom. I have seen so many people get burnt because they're basing their investment on speculation with others, speculation with the market, speculation on shit they just don't know about. Cool. Tyler says, I had a cash flow system when I had cash flow, waiting on the first closing. So one of the cool things is, doesn't matter how much or how little you make. That's one thing we teach inside of our Financial Freedom Nation class, is like, what is this one habit that every successful financial person has? So number three most important way to cash flow manage your system is you got to have a long-term savings account for two things. One is you got to have it for things you want to do, a new car, a new house, a vacation, but also you got to be prepared for the medical challenges that are coming your way. So by people that, whether you're watching this live or recorded, put in the comments below if you've ever had an unforeseen expense come your way and you did not have the money to pay for it. How did it feel knowing you've got maybe it's $100 or maybe it's $1,000 or maybe it's $10,000 or $50,000 and you don't have the money to deal with that problem? How does that make you feel? That causes fear, that causes doubt, anxiety, worry, and that's what actually resists from you. Cool. So fourth most important account you guys got to get established is what I call your fun account. This is where you get to play and have fun. And for you spenders out there, this helps regulate you. And for you savers out there, this helps allow you to be okay with spending some money on yourself. So do me a favor, if this so far is creating value for you, go ahead and write yes in the comments below, whether it's live or recorded, and click the share button. And do me a favor, if you have any questions along the stream, go ahead and write that. Next, after our fun account, is what I call, to me, is the most important account in my life because it's dear and near to my heart, is what's called the giveaway account. Cool. Thanks for the heads up, Tyler, that is creating some value for you. That's obviously my mission, is to create some value. So your giveaway account, this is where you get to give and you get to tell the whole world, you tell the universe, you get to tell the community, hey, look, I have more than enough, so I'm ready to share with you guys and create some massive value. Some things we do is we launch the WGR Give Project. We create Christmas for over 100 people last year. Our goal is 200 people this year. You know, we do some cool things like that. Starting to work on some more individual levels where we find out people in our community that need help and we can take our foundation to help with that. So the giveaway is really, really important because that tells, see, every cash flow is an energy movement of cash. And so when you give away, you're telling the energy, hey, listen, I have more than enough and I appreciate it. I want to give back. And that actually 10x's or maybe even 100x's the flow back to you. Number 6, after your giveaways, what's called your necessities, okay? Necessities are what you live off of every single day. Your necessities are what allow you to put food in your mouth, put a roof over your head, pay the bills. Unfortunately, where I'm seeing the 90% of you guys out there struggle is you think your necessities include going out to Chipotle every single day, right? Chipotle is not your necessity. Putting food in your belly is a necessity, but going to Chipotle is a luxury. Where does that come out of? It comes out of a different account, right? Necessity are the things that just allow you to live. Cool. And if you want to increase the necessities of life like Chipotle every day, well, then you better increase your cash flow coming in, increase that working income and the money coming into you guys. Number 7, which is a devious motherfucker, is the country donations, your taxes, right? And I teach inside of Financial Freedom Nation 2 distinguishing factors of why employees and self-employed people, why they end up actually paying more taxes than the rich people and the people that run businesses and those investors out there. And it's a really key subject to learn because unfortunately the way the system is set up, it's taking away from the middle class, the working class, and the people that are going out there and grinding all the time and trading time for dollars. So that's a little bit on financial freedom. If you guys have a question, click below. Hey, Doug Miller, thank you so much for sharing my video. I wish there was more ways I could see who's sharing. I know a handful of you have, so I appreciate that. And if so far in this segment that this has created value for you, put yes. Okay, go ahead and click yes for me. And then also, you guys are hopping on. Where are you guys from? I'd love to know where you guys are watching from so that I can know for certain like where my followers are, and we can continue to reach out to you guys and create value for you. Tyler, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. Where are you guys from? So next that I said on the description here is I was going to talk about success habits, right? I first learned about success habits through a guy named Napoleon Hill. If you've heard of Napoleon, click yes below, write yes below. So I want to know if you guys are studying the same people that I'm studying or not. But he wrote some amazing books that talks about 17 key principles that allow success. He talks about PMA, right? Number one is PMA. I talk about that all the time. He talks about having a mastermind alliance. Looks like Melanie's on here on my YouTube from Dallas Fort Worth area. It's the DFW. Thanks for hopping on, Melanie. So I forgot success habits here. Okay, so what are some of the habits you want? And I would recommend a quick exercise that you do at least once a week. I do it when I do what's called my Smart Week, but it's where you evaluate your spiritual, mental, physical, social, and financial world, right? And so, for example, if physical health is one of the things you're ranking, rank it on a scale of 1 to 10. Say 10 is top level. This is exactly where I want to be. I'm in the best shape of my life, the best health of my life, the best energy of my life. My physical world is crushing it. Go ahead and rank that a 10. And if it's the worst ever, you're a fat slob, you're on cholesterol pills, you're on blood pressure pills, you're overweight, extremely overweight, and you're like almost ready to die, rank it a 1, right? And then somewhere in between. And then let's say you rank it a 7. You're going to ask yourself the question, what does it take to make it a 10? What does it take to make my physical world a 10? I recently just went in this with my physical world, and I went from almost 210 pounds to where I weighed in today at 175 pounds. That was in less than 6 months. And what I did is I sought help from people that knew what they were doing way smarter than me. Cool. So the point is you first have to evaluate where it is that you're discontent, where it is that you're not having the success that you want. And I think you've got to really define what the success is. Okay. Number one failure for success is people. For me, it was I never defined it. Right? I had never defined success, right? So once you can define your success, and Earl Nightingale defined it really well. It's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So what's a worthy ideal? Is it to lose 30, 40 pounds to get the best shape of your life? Is it to create financial freedom? Is it to master your real estate sales game? Is it to create a nonprofit organization? Is it to have an ultimate marriage? Is it to have the best experience for your children? What is it for you? For, a good friend of mine, Brian Casella. If you guys know Brian Casella, give me some thumbs up. He is a great friend and mastermind partner of mine. His definition of success is he wanted to get a GTR, and next on his list is a Lamborghini, right? That's what's so cool about success is you get to create that, right? So Melanie said a 6. So answer, what would it take to make that a 10? So you can get really, really clear on where you're falling short. Awesome. Robert is from Atlanta. Tyler, I missed Tyler. He just said yes. He didn't see where he was from that I can see. Montgomery, Alabama. Lyle is from Montgomery, Alabama. So we're getting some people from some different areas here. Awesome, guys. Appreciate you. So scrolling here, we got Matt from Pittsburgh. Doug is from Temecula. Let's see. Stevie said all of the above. And then Tyler is from Louisiana. Cool, guys. So success habits. I got asked this question on the interview of the day. I was asked, what does my day look like and how do I get so clear on my day? And the question was asked, how do you get so clear, right? Well, I think the question isn't like how do you get so clear, but how do you take massive action, right? Like you take massive action based on the clarity, okay? And how do you get clarity is you stop listening to the noise. So if this is you, if you've experienced this, like let's say for a real estate agent, you want to go in and get a new listing contract signed, and as you're going to the meeting, you start to hear this little voice in your head, right, that says like, yeah, I don't know if you're good enough, like what if the other agent cuts their commissions, or I don't know my presentation good enough, or like what do I do if they actually want to work with me, like what happens if they want to price it for more than it's worth. Like if that's you, if you've ever experienced that, write yes below. And that could be in anything. It could be with your health. Maybe for like your health, right? Like I faced this as this like, oh, man, I'm fat. I would look at myself in the mirror as I'm getting out of the shower. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking fat. It got to the point where I didn't even want to look at myself, right? So now all of a sudden I'm so worried about this conversation in my head that's going on. Okay, so if you guys can identify with that, write yes. So then the next part of that is like, okay, we got these motivated, positive people. How many of you guys are just thinking that positivity is going to solve all of your problems, right? Or positivity is what you seek to put into your energy, right? Awesome. Melanie wrote she wants clean, all-day energy and to drop 25 pounds. Melanie, I'm going to drop a video here soon that's just about to come out that is the exact recipe and formula that I learned from my mentor, Thomas Tadlock, on how I dropped 30 to 35 pounds extremely quickly without changing my lifestyle, but really developing a clean lifestyle at the same time, if you hear what I'm saying. And you are going to be able to do that and probably drop those 25 pounds. And I can't make this guarantee, but probably in 60 days to 90 days, you can scrape that 25 pounds off. I can promise you that because I have a personal experience of it. So let me know here soon, and I will send you that video as soon as it's released. I give the exact recipe. I share you exactly how to make it. And this, to me, is like not something that I even charge for. I just want to get it out there because who cares how much money you have? Who cares what you're doing with your life if you are going to be unhealthy and miserable and having that fear and that doubt and that worry follow you around, okay? So the question is how do you get taking the action? Well, you've got that negative conversation going on, and then you positive people out there, you start trying to combat the negative conversation with the positive combination, right? The affirmations. And I'm a big fan of power declarations, but all of a sudden you start to say, you know what, I'm the winner, I'm the champ, I can do this, I can make this happen, or whatever self-talk you have to try and combat the negative energy. The challenge with that, guys, and I learned this the hard way, the challenge with that is I'm still caught up in the conversation. And as long as you are in the conversation, as long as I'm in the conversation, I cannot take any action. So my advice to you, based on my experience and what's got me to where I'm at with my life, is to leave the conversation. Quit having the battle of what's right or what's wrong. T. Harv Eker always says you can be right or you can be rich. You can be right or you can be happy. So what would you rather be? Write in the comments below. Would you rather be right or would you rather be rich? And for you guys that are popping in now and then and you see in the background my man Noah. Noah is one of the guys that we are going through an interview process that he's a super cool kid. He's 18 years old. All he wants to do is shoot content and create content online. So we're just getting some original footage. It was his idea. I said, yeah, come in, do some stuff and create some stuff and let's see what some stuff we can do, right? So that's Noah, my man. Doug, awesome. Obviously, you want to be rich. That's a great way to put it. So success habits. Any questions, post them below, and then let's talk about real estate, okay? So if you are a real estate salesperson or you want to get into real estate, there is something you must understand, and this will even relate to you if you are a business owner. What is the number one most important thing that we must do as business people every day and salespeople every day? Got to create customers, okay? I want you to write that in the comments, whether this is live or recorded. We must create customers. So every single day, if you schedule your priorities, right? Like that's one of the secrets to managing your day and managing your success habits. It's schedule those habits out. So the most important habit for a business owner is getting on creating customers. So for a real estate salesperson, the quickest and easiest way to do that is get on the phone and start calling people. The best way I've learned is through cold calling, prospecting FSBOs, expires, and then creating that database of individuals that you can reach out to and you can keep your face in front of that know you're a rock star, right? That know that you can get the job done. I had a conversation with a guy that signed a listing contract with me in November. And I advised him not to sell simply because they were having a baby, like they had their baby like December 15th. So like 2 weeks after he wanted to, before he wanted to list it. I said, dude, You got Thanksgiving coming, you got your baby coming, you got Christmas coming. Listen to me, now is not the time. Wait till you get through this. Let's do it in February. So we did that. February comes along. I'm helping him through getting some things ready, and February comes along. He decides not to sell. It's totally fine. He gives me a call yesterday, and he says, hey, how long is our contract for? I say, hey, it's till August 15th. And usually if someone calls me and wants to know when their contract expires, it's because they're talking to other agents. So I just call them out on it. I say, hey, listen, dude, want to help you, want to support you. I want to be on your side here and help you win in life and with your house. Tell me what's going on. What do you got cranking in your mind here? And he says, well, Colton, I've been talking to some other agents that told me that they'll do it for less money than you. I said, hey, great. I hear that crap all the time. And so he wanted to know if my contract was binded to him till August 15th or not. I said, hey, listen, dude. So first of all, legally on the contract side, yeah, we signed an agreement. You're going to work with me according to the contract till August if you decide to make that move. However, at the same time, I only want people that want to work with me. So if you don't feel like I can create the most amount of value in your transaction, go work with someone else, dude. I got no skin off my back because I got hundreds and hundreds of other clients that I can serve that value my service, whether it's in our real estate world, whether it's in our Financial Freedom Nation, whether it's in Fearless Agent. I'm creating so much value, I don't need people that don't see the value, okay? However, at the same time, I said, dude, give us a shot. Let us sit down and let me demonstrate the value for you so you don't make a mistake. Would you rather end up paying less in commission, someone that charges 4 or 5%, or would you rather get an extra $5,000 or $6,000 in your pocket? What's more important here? And clearly, it's the money, right? And so what I just said to him, I said, hey, he also wanted to go with another lender than mine because they charge less. And it was an internet lender. You probably heard of Quicken Loans, which is you can do loans with them, no problem. The challenge with Quicken Loans is they do a lot of transactions and have no customer service. It's transactional. That's just my opinion, right? Take it for what it's worth. And so I said, if you want the best price lender that's going to give ultimate customer service, my gal, she's the gal, right? Now, I said she's going to be less expensive than most other lenders that provide the customer service in the area because there's no origination fee, right? I said, but as far as working with me, yeah, I'm going to be the most expensive. I charge more than my competitors. So if you guys are local realtors in my market, or if you're realtors outside my market, know that I charge more than you. Know that I'm going to charge way more than you. Why? Because I'm going to fucking deliver on value that you cannot deliver on. That's the reality of it. So once you can deliver that value, you get to name what you charge. And I know I have so many clients that are happy to pay that fee because they know that I deliver, right? So Grant Cardone always says, over-promise and over-deliver. Do it. Over-promise and over-deliver. Stevie Hahn just said, no customer service with Quicken Loans. So if you're watching this, considering Quicken Loans, Stevie is a realtor out of Florida. She also seconds that opinion. I got a question here. Lyle says, when you talk about the 7 accounts, how does that break up from the overall paycheck? Example, 30% to account A, 10% to B, etc. Great question. I'm not going to go over that right now. That's actually a really in-depth conversation, and that's exactly what we teach in our 8-week course, Lyle. So if you have more questions, send me a message, and I can give you some more advice on it. But literally, the whole Financial Freedom Nation course is designed to help you get that set up, number one. Number two, to execute that habit that causes that cash flow. Okay, let me just describe. Financial Freedom Nation is an 8-week course. Each week there's a 1-hour set time training that I'm delivering in our Facebook group. Not to mention each week I'm delivering also a bonus video that explains exactly how to do this in detail, explains how to do it with your taxes, explains how to get from the left side of the cash flow quadrant to the right side of the cash flow quadrant, how you can utilize the tax system for your advantage so that you are not giving money away, you're not wasting your money, but your money goes hard to work for you, right? I want to just challenge you guys too. A lot of you guys might be stoked to have your money with a financial manager. That's cool. I actually have just been meeting with a financial manager as well, just because I want to diversify with some other things because my portfolio is growing so much. But what I would recommend that you pay attention to, is it your goal to get 8% returns? Because to me, the only reason I'm putting money with a financial dude is because I want somewhere I'm getting 8%, which to me is low risk returns. If you're getting 8%, that's low end. Unfortunately, most people out there are thinking 8 to 10% is their high end returns. Okay, I've got an investment. I got several investments I'll kind of describe to you guys right now. One is a real estate deal that literally in less than 2 years I will double my money on. Double my money on it. Not to mention my cash sitting there. I'm getting 13% return on my money per year. And it's the safest investment out there. Okay, this deal is the safest investment out there. 13%. And when you do with a financial manager or financial planner, you're probably lucky to get 8% minus the fees, because they'll probably put you in mutual funds, right? If they're trading those mutual funds, number one is you're going to pay taxes on those mutual funds, even if it's in your IRA. I know that that's a myth. People think they don't have to pay those taxes. But number two is you're going to have to pay a fee. The management fee has to be paid. So you're going to be lucky to get 3 to 4% return on your money. If you're okay with 3 to 4% return on your money, stay there. If you want to learn how to start jumping into the double-digit returns, 12% plus, then get into the Financial Freedom Nation course. It's a $997 course, but as I'm going through these first 8 weeks and we're putting the whole membership site together, I literally gave it away to 25 people for only $1. And I also then sold it to, we've got 72 people into the group right now, the course. Everyone else after that 25, so I don't know, what does that equal? Let's say almost 54 people, 50 people or something like that, paid $97. So I can give you that course for $97. You're literally going to get probably close to 12 hours of training on the financial cash flow management system. It's like $12 a week. It's like probably $2 a day or less than that, less than $2 a day, less than a coffee at Starbucks, like a quarter of the cost of a Starbucks coffee per day. So I would recommend, if you want to get in on that, let me know. We go in that in big detail. Cool. If you guys have any other questions, post them now. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off. I just want to show a few more shout outs. We got Carrie's on here from my YouTube channel. Appreciate you coming on. Melanie asked, and she said, what account do you use for fast food restaurants? Fun, have 2 teenagers. Great question. In our course, we teach that comes out of our fun account. So that comes out of your fun account, absolutely. Right? I just had that discussion with Garrett in my sales team here, because he was counting going out to, I use Chipotle because it's an example, going to Chipotle or Rumby. He was counting that out of his necessities as food. And I said, dude, you don't need to spend $10 to eat a meal, right? That's luxury. So take it out of your fun account. Now, if you need to eat a meal, bring a salad. You can literally go to the grocery store, buy a healthy, delicious salad for less than $5. Keep it in the fridge. You can eat it. You're done with your meal in 15 minutes. So you can execute more on your life and what you want to do. I got another question. Had a question, please, about FSBO. Go ahead. Ask the question. Message me on Instagram. I can't get to my Instagram account right now, but I will afterwards, and I'll shoot you a message. So for you guys who want to follow me on Instagram, go to the WGER. That's you can find me on Instagram. And I appreciate you guys being on here. If today created any value at all, share with me a bunch of thumbs up. If there's anything you disagreed on, give me some angry faces on my Facebook channel. And go ahead and click that share button so we can get this message out to other people. Appreciate you guys being on here. I'm going to sign off now. And go ahead and check out fearlessagent.com. That's our coaching and training platform for real estate agents. If you want more information on financial freedom, come to me, send me a direct message. I will help you get set up. I am passionate about that. And I'll send that video out on my my smoothie recipe that I got from Thomas Tadlike. I got a whole video coming out that's going to demonstrate exactly how to make the smoothie, how much of it, the exact ingredients. I even give you links to be able to go buy the ingredients and buy the stuff to get making it. I have mastermind partners that have already lost 35 to 40 pounds doing this. I have followers that have messaged me. They're losing. I have another mastermind partner. In the last 4 weeks, he's dropped 20 pounds, okay? 4 weeks, he's dropped 20 pounds. In the last 6 weeks, he's dropped nearly 35 pounds, okay? So I know it's possible doing this. I have followers that I haven't even actually spoke to face-to-face or via the phone or anything, just Messenger, that have followed my exact recipe. They paid nothing to me at all to get this, and they're losing 10 to 15 pounds in the first 3 weeks. So if you want to be involved in learning that, reach out to me. I'll get you that video because I really want to help you guys with your help. Thanks, guys, for watching. We'll see you later. Oh, send us buyers and seller referrals for Utah, the WGR